Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another Avowed stream. My name is Cartender, and I hope you all are having a lovely day. Start things off to kick things off. I just want to put just a few house rules. No art requests, no bots in the chat, no I don't really accept discords unless I get to really know you and you're a regular viewer. I won't send you or accept you a Discord name. It's just part of my thing. Really, it's getting exhausting. It really is. So yeah, no art requests unless I get to really know you and you're a freaking viewer. As for right now, can't pay a whole lot. So and also just don't want to be hassled about constant art requests. Yes, I'm a small channel, and I know that, but I don't want to keep getting bombarded with art requests. The main question is, how long are we going to go to for today? Depending on how long it takes us to get to Sabadell and 3 of them. Hopefully only an hour. I'm hoping only an hour. That's what I'm hoping for. Doesn't mean I'm going to get what I want. Shut my bones. What's that do? Summons a trio of skeletons to fight with you. Dexterity and perception +2. That's +3 perception, +3 perception. Doesn't change much. Just gives me extra dexterity.
What I'm seeing? Or am I going mad? What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. Tell me we're both seeing the same thing.
It's your family lab all over again.
But worse. So much worse. Why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the memory follow me wherever I go?
I think the gun's misleading us, playing with our senses.
Wanna know what I think? I think someone's laughing at me. Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bullshit. Step forward and answer for yourself, coward.
Godlike of Sabadell, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
This is almost as bad as Ringworm's creepy sculptures.
Oh my gods. They're alive?
Talks and Giada.
How? Where would I even begin?
Giada Castell, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
Yeah, are you saying that Sapadal is responsible for the lab accident?
No. This can't be. What exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul, broke them into a more suitable shape.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity, so we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you, their pride, and their love.
That's it. That's really it. The answer I've been searching for all these years. Sapadal destroyed my family. I don't hold you responsible. I don't even know if I hold Sapadal responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat. That isn't their fault. It's simply how they came into being.
You think they're telling the truth?
I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good animancer embraces death. And they were the best.
We are companions, toys, diversions. Sapadal fashioned us out of dreams and memories.
I can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient vessels held together with duty and loyalty. Their design is unusual. Organic, much like the garden itself. Sapadal's work. All this time, your god has been making imaginary friends. Drawing pictures on the walls of their cell. It's almost too sad to imagine. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of haunting me? What is it you want?
That's four questions.
We want to apologize on Sapadal's behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
They want to apologize. I came to the garden for answers, not to offer forgiveness.
They deserve forgiveness. What happened to your parents was a mistake.
Was it a mistake? Because no matter where we go, the gods can't stop themselves from hurting us. Our lives are a game to them. Damn it. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Sapadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. Confused. Screaming into the void for anyone who will listen. When they heard the voice of a stranger, they overreacted. How can I hold that against you? Apology accepted.
Thank you, Chiara. And thank you, Godlike, for bringing her all this way.
The time has come for you to find your patron, as you were meant to.
Should I expect to find more of these apparitions in the garden?
A garden is whatever you plant in it.
Sapadal wishes to be understood, as all mortals do. Seen, as all mortals are. What you see is the truth, glimpsed through their eyes, and they wish to share it.
What will happen to you?
Now that you have returned to the garden, Sapadal has everything they need. We will fade, as all things fade.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Nurtured or neglected, Every garden dies in time. We will return to the soil from which we emerged. In time, you will do the same.
I'm ready.
May the living lands receive you with open arms. Farewell.
Goodbye. We need to talk about this, but not here.
This feels like one of those times when getting answers doesn't mean getting closure.
All this time, I thought my parents died in a freak accident. An experiment gone awry. A mistake. And in a way, they did. But it wasn't their mistake. It was Sabadal's.
You were generous to forgive them.
Generous? Perhaps. Until I knew the whole story, there was never anyone to blame. This whole experience has me considering my family's work in a different light. Look at what my mother accomplished. Armed with her research and her wits, she found a god. When you speak to a god, it's nothing. Barely a reflex. But for the rest of us, it's unimaginable. No Animancer can live up to that. Certainly not me. I thought their legacy was a curse, and I could only break it by completing their work. I was wrong.
So now you're unburdened and free.
I suppose I have been all this time. I just never realized it. One thing is certain. When it comes to animancy, I need to unlearn some of my old assumptions. I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. Now, there's so much about it I don't understand. And it's creepy, but wonderful.
I wonder if Sakura will be willing to assist you.
They probably won't even notice me. But stranger things have happened. I believe the power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through animancy, we could help the living lands recover. It would take a lifetime, maybe more. But that's a small price to pay. Then again, who am I to interfere with an ecosystem that I barely understand? On the other hand, half the fun of animancy is stirring the pot and getting into trouble. I think I know what I want. There are too many variables to consider. What do you think?
You owe it to yourself to continue your research and grow as an animator.
I have a lot of catching up to do, and plenty of room to grow. I think you're right. So be it. Starting today, I don't have to live up to anyone's example. Animancy can be whatever I make of it. I knew they would be. And not just because some ancient plans told me so. Now I just have to decide which field of research to pursue. But no need to bore you with the details. I've only got one lifetime as Giada Castel, so I better make it count. Hey, you helped me through a very difficult time. I just wanted to say thank you.
If anyone's gonna lead the way for animancy, I can't think of a better fit than you.
Envoy, what do you need? We already talked about Kai. Giada's a mystery to me. Most of them, but she's smart, so. You too.
see the disciple has found his way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel. I know this voice. Why is she here?
Sorry, my knee's playing up. And if it's following me all the way here.
It seems I was not clear enough when I last spoke with you.
Out. Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with?
Oh no, Sapphire needs help.
Help? It has forged the iron of its own restraints. Do you think you're special, with your god's thorn in your side? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland.
I knew it.
You suspected. Then you must have understood why.
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained.
You couldn't reach Leon, so your mag folk could do it. Admit it. You felt threatened by a god you couldn't control.
Chaos threatens us all. We will ensure order prevails. A pity that its followers could...
You would have managed folk to kill him too.
Of course I do. The poor goddess, worshipping the very thing that subsumed her. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it.
Just command would never allow civilian casualties. You're never going to let them live.
You dare claim the domain of the gods is trivial?
You defend your crown callous, but expected of the queen. Touched the sword sword, didn't I?
Mind your tongue. Your blasphemy strains my patience.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us! Silence her!
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor sense. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy.
It's not your order. That doesn't mean it's anarchy.
I refuse to even dignify that with a response. But there is still time. You can succeed where Ludwig failed. Face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently.
Get out of the garden. Now. I'll never work with you.
Very well. I cannot force a child to bend to my will. But I will not stand by and watch you undo my work. You should have thought more carefully before you broke your oath to the Empire. Let this be a lesson to you.
Never understood Wodika's appeal. Still don't.
That's it. From now on, I pray to no god. That was a close one.
Hang on, guys, just gotta do something.
I liked them better when they were dead.
New enemy type, finally.
What is that? I know that place, right? Oh no. No. Why is this? They're dead. Like, it just happened. Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here. What I am now is much better than what I was becoming then. That much is certain.
I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again?
Resolved is something else you need to understand.
Then for the god's sake, what is it? I am exhausted, Viate. I can't take much more of this.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan. He got what was coming to him.
Good. And when he arrives here, he will have me to deal with. Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I have what I needed. We dealt with Razvan. We avenged our parents' deaths.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind this time. Even when we were children, you kept me alive. First by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live.
I know. And I'm not sure I'll ever live that down. I don't think I know how.
You've always done everything you could to survive. It's time for you to learn how to live.
So, what do we do now?
That's between you and your friend Marius.
They're right, Viate. This lava flows directly between us.
We've both been through so much. But I can see that it's all behind us now. Just another thing we've survived after all this time.
A fine way to put it.
Grown a lot, Marius. I'm proud of you.
I see it too. You've come a long way from that scared boy who refused to wear shoes for fear a bug might crawl out of it.
That was you, Nimdut. Look at my feet. Shoes. Come on, you.
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a god. They'll be waiting.
Restro and Naku.
Well, it was good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.
Just a little spark. Power goes a long way. Charge it up. Just a little spark. I recognize this. It belongs to Tama.
Are you seeing this too? No. No, no. This can't be. This room. It looks just like Tama's. Tama. No. No. I dealt with this. We stood at his memorial together. What is this, Envoy? This is your god's prison, not mine.
That's Tama.
I can't tell. I can't focus on his face. His features keep blurring, changing.
You didn't have to take Ico special mushrooms, did you?
As long as we're both seeing the floating islands and the ghostly tree, I can't blame this on drugs. To be honest, that would be easier. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Does that make sense?
If he doesn't look like the Tama you remember, how do you remember him? Not what you see.
That's the problem. I can't picture him anymore. I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. His rigid jaw, the way his eyes crinkled at the corners. He was in pain, but trying to hide it.
Do you remember the vision of him that was tied to your guilt?
I see everything. All his moments at once. Joy, sadness, anger, heartbreak, stomachache. Everything from the handful of years that I knew him and the decades before we'd met. He's almost a stranger.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. All this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. When he was suffering and when I failed him. Now that I see him as more, it's like he's free of that.
So are you.
You're right. I am. It's like you said. I'm not letting my regret define me. I won't make that mistake again.
She's come a long way.
And we've got farther to go before this is over. I never thought I'd meet someone I respect the way I respected Tava. But you've made some tough calls, and you've kept your head and your heart in the right place. So whatever comes next, I'm with you until the end. Now let's go find this god of yours and end the Dream Scourge. When we reach them, what do you think we'll find? A victim? A villain?
A victim.
They've certainly suffered enough for one. Let's end this. I'll follow your lead, as always. What am I hitting? You've got better aim than a sharpshooter, Giada.
Should have brought my sketchbook.
What is happening? As the affliction faster even here. It drains our heart. We cannot fight this invasion alone.
Easy, I've made it this far. I'm not going to bend you now.
Hurry. Your presence relieves us.
A little power goes a long way.
We're over here. Shortcut.
I came here to help you do whatever you're supposed to do with your god friend. Instead, I'm here talking to dead people.
Does it give you peace to see a child?
I think it did. He really did seem at peace, right? I imagine most encounters with dead old friends don't go so well. I owe a lot of that to you, Envoy. You helped me be someone who could... I will say, it's not really what I expected when I started tracking you and Kai back in Paradise. No, I was thinking more in terms of hunting for wild game and peeing on Kai to put the fires out. It's been a bit of a ride, Envoy. I feel like it's coming to an end. One way or another. I don't know. Maybe the unexpected isn't so bad after all. I never expected you and I would become friends. Yeah, quick note. If you tell any of the others I said that, I'll poison your drink. Anyway. Thanks for talking.
Hey, Giada. How are you? I've heard of strange colors in the sky, and weeks of twilight in the white that wins. Wonder if it's anything like this. I barely plan for the...
Yes.
I don't know, Envoy. I just try to take each day and each bet, and you can see where that... But I think it's possible to... That's a better way of putting it. You know what all of us think. Ultimately, you're the one who has... My advice? Get a good night's rest. And when the...
Something about pie.
And I stand by it. Next time you need to find a bakery, I'm your man. You're the one who found a god's prison. I hear you, though. It's easier to give that advice than to take it. But look at it this way. Whatever you choose, you'll end the dream skirt. And I'd wager... Night, Envoy.
So those green people in the garden, those weren't your parents?
No. They were Sapadal's dreams given life.
Bastion of Solace.
Ancient city. Sentinels bound by loyalty.
And there were plants being cut.
I should go open that sarcophagus. Ancient memory.
We have been here. We were here all the yesterdays before.
How long have you been in prison here exactly?
The sun rises and sets. Time is mud. When were you born? When were we? We cannot say. We feel no spark of the Tabari Sinakis in this place. We cannot see it through their eyes. We slumber here, alone.
You stand and no one to talk to, no one to visit you.
The deer, the owls in our trunk, they took it all away.
Why don't you tell me what really happened?
A tide of souls thrown upon the wheel. The ground gives way. We fall. Now our memory is a wound reopened. They came suddenly. The stillness of night split by grinding steel.
They emerged from the sea?
We had no time to speculate. First, they blinded us. Shining eyes pierced the concealing dark. Then they burned. Smoke ensnared the moonlight. The Akita screamed.
They destroyed just to destroy?
No. We saw a terrible design in the roaring flames. They had carved a path to the temple. We were their true prey.
They didn't understand your power.
A jug to catch water. We overflowed. We persisted. We were everywhere. How could they cull the wind? How could they track the stars? Then they turned to what the Akita had made. They toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze.
They wanted to anger you.
Blossom torn from the stem. How could we not defend ourselves? The Akita howled. They died. We cried out, sundered, soul by soul. We broke the earth, called down the storm, flung lightning from our hands. But they marched on. We grew tired. In fury, we exposed ourselves.
You played right into their hands.
We had to stop them. The rivers dried. We had no more to give. Erased machines. We tried to tear down the garden's walls. Then, nothing.
Time to stop doing it. It happened when I died too.
Not death. Worse. A void. We reached out, but the machines held us in. We could not feel the new day's sun lay in the shifting tide. The cities crumbled. We could not save them. We could not save ourselves.
Can't imagine the pain losing the gold
Their
dust.
cries, swords in our heart, a severed limb. We watched helplessly for aeons until you. We are the lamp, the bonfire, forces to be controlled. The wound numbs now. We watch as the river of time expands. In the silence of our prison we find clarity. How many voices lost? How many saplings have we cut down? We sink into the endless night. Perhaps we should be here.
It's true, you're here because the other gods are afraid of you.
We are the rain, the swaying grass. What do they have to fear?
Moetica won't tell her god that she can't bring to heal.
We speak, though we are bound. Perhaps our soul was always free. The soil stirs. We have a new memory of this place. You opened the final lock, entered the hidden glade. You listened. You stand at a cliff now. We watch your footsteps carefully. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Your health constantly regenerates when below 50%.
Oh, no, you don't!
Yeah, I had to get that party camp. Don't know how I was originally going to get it, but I got it this time.
Another glorious battle.
This is the library from my dreams. It's real? Look at all these tablets. Actual written records. Oh, somebody pinch me. Garlwain's gonads. Envoy. I never told you this, but I've dreamed of this place every night for most of my life. This is a godless library. An actual, real-life godless library. It's why I study the godless, because this place has haunted me since I was a child. And that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness.
It's pretty heavy fire for a library.
Must you always default to military tactics? Finally, you've arrived.
Huh?
Ah, there it goes. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from my dreams. Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you.
It's just you. As an elf.
Well, you do look quite familiar.
You could be twins. Except your hair's better.
It has been quite some time. Too many years to number. Of course. You are an ancestor? A very fashionable one at that. No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Or have you already forgotten? Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. Oh, I'm such a fool. You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind.
Few can bear the mental and spiritual strain of an awakening. As often as not, it leads to madness.
Oh, darling, you know how I get around all the metaphysical talk.
That's why I'm here, remember?
I was the last of the Akita. Once the attack started, a few of us were charged with preserving as much of our history as we could. So, we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? You must mean the Magfolk attacks. Yes, we've heard. Is that the reason for the bodies outside? Yes. Your monstrous gods, who bought their divinity with blood and the souls of their faithful, tried to butcher every last one of us.
Seems like this.
Must it always be literal blood? Oh, if all the Akidans outside were with you, you would have heard them as they were killed. But how did the Magfolk reach you in here? They didn't. Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered and the screeching of the Magfolk, I couldn't breathe. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that Magfolk. Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, I found the quiet worse. So I decided on another way. One that wouldn't give your gods the satisfaction. Poison. Well, at least you washed it down with some good wine.
You resolved to kill yourself before the gods could.
It really speaks to her dedication. Our dedication. Yatsley, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect our history. But you... Someone must tell the story of the Akita. And there is no one else. I'm already an expert. What more do you want me to do? Think about it, Yatsley. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection since childhood. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that was your duty. I have my own dreams. Yatsley, if you do not become the new librarian, there will be no other. The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and my people, our people, will be forgotten. Just as the burned queen wanted all along, when she sent her Magfolk to choke the life from us. This is all too much. What do you think, Envoy?
There isn't anyone else who can do this.
I'm already intrigued. You don't need to lay on the guilt, Envoy. I'm so glad that one of Sapidal's chosen stands with you, Yatsley. Our time is at an end, Yatsley. It's time for me to go. Wait! I've not even asked you any questions. Tell me about your marriage rites. Oh, did you mean for all your buildings to look so phallic? Unfortunately, my time is at an end. You must keep Yatsley alive. She is the last hope of the Akita. So this is goodbye. I wish we could have. No. I wish that all of you had a better ending. She's gone. Forgive me, Envoy, but we should get going. We can talk back in camp. Later. She must have wanted to leave some evidence of herself here. I would do the same thing.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Where do we get dropped off? That will be...
This must be the Akita building the library.
Save. I feel like I went way more.
Just a little spark.
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry.
survived. Somehow. If you don't mind, I need to catch my breath.
Yeah.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dearie.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited, scared, hungry.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the presence of the immortal.
You doing okay, Diana?
I think so. The garden is so much more than I expected. Full of contradictions. Wild, yet serene. Truthfully, I didn't come all this way searching for my own answers. But I found them. Or perhaps they found me. Now, it's like there's a new path laid out before me. A life after the dream scourge. We're close to something. A threshold between calm and crisis. Conflict and peace. Life and death.
I feel it too. I'm glad I'm not alone.
So am I. None of us could have gotten this far on our own.
You doing alright, guy?
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. Getting to see that vision of Tama did me good. Like, I finally let go of something I'd been holding too long. Now that we're here, I'm eager to see this through. Nothing worse than holding your breath and waiting.
At least one of us is ready to walk forward ahead.
I can't say that I'm prepared, but I'm ready.
I mean,
I
Maris.
had a feeling you might ask me that. I'm not sure I've really worked through what I've seen here, but I am grateful for the chance to see Yonko again. I feel like we're almost done with all of this, but we are in the weirdest place in the world, so who knows? I'm completely baffled. But when haven't I been lately? Being afraid doesn't even feel scary anymore.
What about you, Ghastly?
Well, I won't lie to you, Envoy. A lot's happened. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope to carry on a legacy, but... well, here we are. Never literally talked to myself before either. I think I annoyed her. Me? Oh, I think I need another drink. But here we are. I just need a moment to take it all in.
Take all the time you need.
Thank you, dearie. I'll be ready by the time the fun starts. And I wouldn't worry. Our little group here is perfectly frightening, and I'm sure our enemies would agree. We'll be fine. I can't speak for anyone else, though.
You've listened to all of us. How about you? You've been through a lot since you arrived. You've been shipwrecked and assassinated, harangued by gods, bureaucrats, and a death guard. You've had your soul poked, your loyalties questioned, and your sleep regularly interrupted by a god with no respect for privacy. And yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
Better than I thought.
You're very resilient. Under different circumstances, I would credit your nature as a godlike. But we all know better. You're strong enough to survive anything. Zapadal picked a good soul when they made you.
That actually made sense to me. As if I've learned something about souls and whatnot.
I'll take that as a compliment.
How about you, Envoy? What keeps you so stoic in the face of everything?
Don't understand it myself, it just feels I'm supposed to be here.
Perhaps you don't need to understand. Your natural instincts are
How
working
long
hard
is being
enough.
city? This is not
When
good.
we
This is
first
not
met,
good. Not good for
I
my
didn't think
tips.
you'd last long. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall there. shook off your own death like a bad cold. And then you confronted your own killer and let him go. Takes a special kind of strength to stay your hand in a moment like that.
I didn't know much about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died, which I thought made a lot of sense.
I remember your calm. How you listened to my shouting match with the governor and actually heard me. You saved my city and gave me a home. A sanctuary where I could be myself. I'll never forget that.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those spoilers. You got my priceless face. What more could a girl ask for?
And now look at you. Look at us. How far we've come in a short time.
5 balls on a mission to confront a god. What could go wrong?
Quite a lot, as it turns out. But the journey is worth it.
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Fjord, Thirdborn, Solace. If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living land's suddenly at peace.
Just this once. Could we forget about the rest of the living lands? Some of us could use a break.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
Everyone gets some rush. We could all use it.
Right. We could all use some beauty rest. We'll want to look our best on the battlefield, won't we? Sleep well, my friends. Oh, Envoy. Have you recovered yet from our chat in the library? I don't think I have yet, but maybe talking it out will help.
If you don't know what to think, what chance do I have? Happy to help, but I'm not sure how much I can add.
I think I just need to say some things out loud, if that's all right. It's just... we already have a lot to take care of, don't we? We have a god and an empire both vying for our attention, and now I have this legacy forced on me. I was already unsure what to do, and now a third option appears like the world's worst surprise. But it makes sense. My whole life has been about the godless in one way or another. It explains why I knew the language, why I felt so drawn to the ruins.
It sounded like you want to be the new
Maybe.
librarian.
It certainly doesn't sound too awful. It's not an answer I would have expected, but it's an answer. Now that I know, I kind of thought, well, honestly, I feel more full. Like a puzzle piece sliding right back into place. No matter what happens, even if my path doesn't lead to the library, I feel better than I have in ages.
And the answer gives you a whole new direction for your life.
Oh, I was just thinking I needed more options. How did you know? I think... for the first time in my life, I don't know what to do.
Congratulations, Yardsley. Now you're just like the rest of us.
No matter what, I've always known exactly what I want. But this is the first time I've had more options than time in the day. What do you think?
Your whole life has been about the gods. You can't stop now.
You're right. The Akira have been with me my whole life, in one way or another. I owe it to them and myself to see it through to the end. Thank you, Envoy. I've been agonizing over this for longer than I want to admit. Finally picking a destination makes the journey a lot easier. Oh, but I am not looking forward to telling Quilici.
He'll understand. Your happiness
Bring
and
him
fulfillment
along.
are everything to him.
Well, come on. We've bigger things to deal with. Literally, in Sapadon's case. Much as I'm loath to relinquish the spotlight, we should be off. And Envoy, thank you, truly. Now, let's go.
nice of someone to mark that spot for us.
That's...
Hang on, guys. Hello, you. Moving aside. Almost done. Okay. See, we could just end things today. Yeah. Okay. I think we're near the end. I think we need to say last group. Tomorrow. Yeah. I think you're right, Wolfie. Stop. Stop. Oi, you see what I have to deal with? Good boy. Good boy. No, I'm ignoring you. I'm ignoring you. Let me just finish this up, okay? No, stop. Stop. I'm gonna finish this up, okay? Let's go outside then, okay? Let's go play. Let's go play. Let's go play. Oh. You almost hurt yourself. Come on. Let's go play. Let me finish first. Come on. Then wait until I finish, okay? Just gotta finish, okay? Got a couple things, okay? I'm gonna play. Stay. Stay.
It's the heart of the garden. Sabadal's cage.
Alright, that is looking like it's going to be the end. So, why don't we end things off here for tonight and we finish this off tomorrow? Because I feel like if we continue on, there'll probably be like another hour or so left. We end it here. It's a good stop to end it, and it's a good place to pick up tomorrow and finish it off. I've got to get a haircut tomorrow. This is not looking good. You see this hair thinning? It's not good. Especially after wearing headphones. It doesn't look great. So yeah, haircut tomorrow, which will be after the stream, so yeah. Gotta get that all done. Get some new stuff, new thongs. And get some food for Sunday to cook. And just check if I need anything else, like for the rest of the week. Oh, I want to thank you all for joining in. Be sure to leave a follow on my Twitch channel. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Every follow is greatly appreciated and much help needed in my path to affiliate. We're still trekking along. It's a long journey, longer than I thought it was going to take. But hey, We are getting there. It's a slow process. It's a process. It's not gonna be done instantly. I don't have that type of pull. Let's just say that. I'm very average looking when it comes to streaming and setup and all that kind of shit. So yeah, I'm doing my best with what I have, and I hope you all are very much appreciative for how I'm able to achieve everything and do everything on such a minimal budget. But I'm thank you all for joining in. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We will finish this game off, and Sunday we will start playing by South by midnight. We'll get that done. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I'm looking forward to it. We'll probably try and stream as much as we can of it, because Expedition 33 comes out on the 24th or 25th here. So yeah, we still got that to go, which is gonna be good. Then you got Doom not long after it, which is it's a massive schedule. It's a massive schedule. But one thing I'm willing to undertake. But once again, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Cartander, and I'll catch you later.